Dena Zavier here, and I'm here to talk to you today. I'm laughing because I just did this video and forgot to turn the record button on, so I'm having to do it again. So you're going to get take two. So, anyways, what I wanted to talk to you about today is I have been going over my videos and saying, well, what did I talk to you about over the last 3-4 months? And what I realize is I'm always talking to you about living your adventure and doing things that excite you and taking on challenges and doing something you've never done before, just always, kind of intense stuff. And I started to think, what if your body is not cooperating? What if you don't have the energy to do amazing adventures? What if you don't have the energy to climb up that mountain or go for that bike ride, or just what if you don't have the energy to even go for a walk? That can be very discouraging, and I'm afraid that all of my encouragement is not going to get you anywhere. About 15 years ago, I was in the best shape ever. I did this Body for Life challenge where I, worked out 6 days a week for, that was 12 weeks. And then I just kept on. And, for a few years there, I was exercising 6 days a week. The 7th day I'd go skiing or something like that. So I was constantly physically active, and I felt awesome. I felt great. And that went on for several years. And then all of a sudden, I hit what I like to call my hormonal speed bump. Perimenopause started setting in. And with it, it's like I had no energy. I couldn't climb a flight of stairs without getting exhausted. And I couldn't shovel 4 square feet of snow without having to sit down and take a rest in between. It was really discouraging. So, being quite desperate, I started looking for ways to solve this problem. My doctor didn't really help too much. He just said, well, this is a normal part of growing older, and that I wasn't really willing to accept. So I went to my naturopath, and she gave me some tonics, which really helped. They boosted my energy a little bit. Then I started taking a few vitamins or some other herbals that I'd read about. I went to the acupuncturist to get some, figuring if it's hormonal, then acupuncture stimulates the endocrine system, and maybe that would help. And it did. It actually helped a lot with the accompanying joint and muscle pain that seemed to come along with all of this hormonal blip. And what else did I do? I changed my diet several times, actually. I started by trying to eat a raw food diet. Not always successfully. I sort of vacillated between 80%, 40%, 0%, 60%. I even wrote a book about that, and you'll see that soon. But it wasn't totally enough. I found that eating only raw food had me eating like all the time, like grazing. I guess that's vegetarian cows. They eat raw grass and stuff, and they just eat all day. Well, we can't. It's hard to do that in normal life. So I changed that a little bit. I tried removing some offending foods from my diet, going on fasts, going on cleanses, and they all helped a little bit. It's like each time I did something like that, my energy level went up just a little bit, and a little bit again, a little bit again. And so now I'm pretty much where I'd say I'm back to normal. Now, normal isn't where I was 15 years ago. Where I was 15 years ago was awesome. And I'm still needing to get to awesome. The thing that I'm struggling with now is exercising every day, or exercising enough and intensively enough to raise my fitness level. Sure. I mean, I climb stairs instead of taking an escalator or an elevator. I can go for a bike ride, and that's okay. I do yoga, 1 to 3 times a week in the morning before work. I can do and I can dance for like 2 hours solid in Vegas with my girlfriends. But what I'm not doing is exercising enough to build my cardiovascular and just it's like I can't seem to get into a habit. Now, I have a teacher that I've followed for a few years now. His name is Harv Eker, and he built a fitness business, partially on coaching people to exercise every day, as opposed to the 3 times a week that the, health guidelines tell you to do. And his reasoning behind that is it's hard to create a habit if you're not doing it every day. Well, I learned this lesson myself when I started doing mind power exercises, which is a technique that was taught to me by another teacher, John Kehoe. And it's been just over a year now that I've been doing mind power exercises every day without fail. It's about 20 minutes to a half an hour. And it is a habit that will never leave now. It is part of my life. And I want to do that again with exercise. So I've decided that I am going to exercise every day, whether that is yoga in the morning or going for a walk or a bike ride or going to the gym. It doesn't matter. I am going to do some sort of exercise for at least 20 minutes to half an hour every day. Now, I have to tell you, when I started trying to do this mind power every day, it took me 2 full years to get past doing it 90 days in a row. So my first goal here with the exercise is going to be for the next 30 days. So it's December 7th. So till January 7th, I am going to exercise every day. And then at that point, I'll make a goal of another 30 days. But for right now, I'm just going to say for the next 30 days. Then I can start stepping it up. Because, I'm not willing to live with a mediocre level of energy. I'm just not. There's just too many things to do, too many adventures to have. So if you're interested and you want to follow my progress, I'll keep you guys up to date. Not every day, but I'll keep you guys up to date with how I'm doing. And if you're having any struggles with exercise, post below and let me know. Just see if you found solutions that have helped you do that. Right now, I'm even struggling sometimes with getting enough sleep. So getting up at 6 or 7 in the morning to exercise is not always easy. But you know what? It doesn't have to be easy. It can be hard. I love challenges. And so this is the challenge I'm going to take on. Anyways, good night. It's a good day. Have a great week. And remember, live your most amazing adventures. Bye. Dena Zavier.